Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are solving another LeetCode problem, that is 856 score of parenthesis. Before jumping into the solution, I would highly recommend you should read the problem statement on your own and give at least 15 to 30 minutes to this problem. So let's get right into it. What problem is asking that you need to return the score, and how you score is like that. If you have something like this, the balance parenthesis, you get 1. If you have something like this, two balance parenthesis, you just add it, 1 plus 1, you get 2. And if you have something like this, one balance parenthesis inside another balance parenthesis, then what you have to do is you have to use the previous score. Here the previous score is 1. Here the previous, for this balance brackets or parentheses, previous score was 0, so that's why 2 into 0 it's nothing, so we have to have 1. But for this, what is the previous score? It's 1. 2 into 1, that's why 2. So that should be very much clear. And if you have done parenthesis question, you know what to use. Stack. Why to use stack? First of all, it is very intuitive, and also in order to do this problem and also approach other problem, you should use what you know. Try to use what you know, and as a result of that you will be able to make intuitions in interview and the contest also. So that's why we are using stack, and for the technical reason, because it has O of 1 push and pop. O of 1, not O of n. O of 1 push and pop, which is very helpful while comparing, because it can persist the previous value for much longer than if it's a variable. So let's get right into it. How we gonna approach this is, if you try to do this problem on your own, you may be able to write for these cases, because in this case these are alone. In this case you have to take the power of 2. If you try to think it, here power of 2 is 0, here power of 2 is 1. You can do it like that, using power of 2. Power of 2 0, power of 2 0, 2 and 2. You can do it like that, but when these two cases are combined together, then this power of 2 fails. At least I wasn't able to write that way. So how to do it? What problem did occur was that previous was messed up. Previous, you get messed up in between, or I wasn't able to add it. So how did this problem of previous is encountered? Because you need to store the previous is like up till now how much we have done. In this case we have one balance bracket, but in the case we can have many nested brackets, so we have to store it that we have calculated this much already. So how to counter this problem, that we have to store up to certain state that we have this much score? That's where our stack comes. But in stack we are not storing just opening and closing bracket, we are storing the scores up till this state, or up till this closing bracket or opening bracket, up till, I would say, closing bracket. So let's see what I'm talking. Take a variable score. What we will do is, I will write the algo, then I will make the outline what I'm saying, insert it, in which case when this, and push, insert score. When this, let me write it again, just when we have this, push score inside the stack. Why? I just discussed it, because you need to store your previous up till now what you have had, because it will be lost if you try to do it without stack, and you will be not able to handle it. So that's why. And when this happens, this case, what we will do is, the previous state is stored in the stack stop, plus what we will do is, we have to have this in check. This is our the case that we have to do, into the score, how much score we have. And also, while doing this, when we push the score, we will again reset the score to 0. Why? Because see for yourself, in this we have 1, now we have to put it to 0. This is being stored in the previous state in the stack. Now we have to have it to 0 in order to calculate for this. So we will do is 2 times score comma 1. Why 1? Because to handle this case, we have to have 1. We can have minimum is 1. So we will do this. What we will do is, when we encounter opening bracket, push whatever the score you have inside the stack and reset the score to 0. And when you have the closing bracket, see the previous and do the calculation that how many of your that what it is called, I'm just forgetting the word, bracket inside bracket you have. For that, this is made to counter this. So let's get right into it with the test case. Here the score is 1, not 1, 0. My bad, score is again 0. Now the closing bracket just occurred. What we are having at the top is 0. Again, max into 2 times of score. You will see currently what is the score, 0 and 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 1. Our score is 1. Score is 1. We will again, this will be popped. Again, opening bracket. When you have opening bracket, what to do? Push it inside the stack and make the score 0. Now score is again 0. What you will do? Stack was the score was pushed again. Opening bracket. What is the score? 0. Again, closing bracket encountered. What we will do is, previous state. In previous state, what we have? Previous state we have 0. Stack stop is 0 plus max of 2 times, and current score is 0. So we will have 1. That much is correct. Again, a closing bracket occurred. Also, we have popped this. Again, a closing bracket occurred. What is the current score? Current score is 1. Current score is 1. What we will do is, stack stop the previous that we have and the current 2 into what is the current score, 1 comma 1. Stack stop is 1 currently. 1 plus 2, it's 3. Again we have again a closing bracket. Now stack stop is 0. Previous what we have, 0 plus 2 into, we are taking max. What is the current score? What is the current score? Current score is 3. 2 into 3 comma 1, 6 comma 1. What we will be having is 6. 6 is the answer that will be formed using this algo. So I hope I was able to make it clear and intuitive to you. For some of you it may not be intuitive because you didn't have done the question, and also you didn't approach it or tried this problem on your own, because it is like you have to fail some test cases in order to really understand this what score really means, in order to understand what the word is. I'm not able to remember it, but the real gist of it, that why this score works, because I made this algo on my own failed test cases. That's why what I'm saying is. So let's see the coding part. If you think uh, I'm just doing it to just get away, I am not. You can see for yourself. I I also explained the very same test case where I just derived that algo. So that's why I'm not just saying it in order just the sake of a video. So we just declare a stack, a score. That's much it. And the case we discussed, opening bracket, push the score, and again reset the score. Why? Because you need to store the state. That's why. Because if you get encounter again a opening bracket, it means the previous has been done. So you have to push it inside the stack to store the previous. I have explained it enough. So in the else case, when the closing bracket happens, what you have to do, the previous state. Why previous state? Because you have to have this 1 plus 1. So that's why previous state is necessary. Up till now what you have calculated, you have to plus it. What we are handling over here is this case. I have already explained it, but again, practice makes a man perfect. So practice makes anyone perfect, sorry. So 2 into score, the score is the current score, comma 1 I have already discussed, because when balance parenthesis is formed, you have to have 1. So that's why the minimum is 1 over here. After iterating on all the given parentheses or the string, you can just return the score and see. Let's see if it is running or not. Yeah, it is running quite fast, very fast, 100%. As you can see, it is a very easy problem if you use pen and paper and try on your own, because you can get, or you may not get. Don't get disheartened. So you have to do what you have to do. So keep grinding. You guys are awesome. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.